What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Squared Circle Sessions. This week, we are recapping everything from SmackDown to the go-home episode of Monday Night Raw as we get ready for Saturday night's main event. Before we get too involved with the show, I want to give a huge shout out to Counting Cards for allowing us to use their song Aria as the official theme song of the show. Go check them out anywhere you get your music. They're pretty badass. Hannah hits us with a quiz that'll test any wrestling fan's brain, as well as Braden laying out how he would book AJ Styles' retirement tour this coming year. And yeah, I might have delivered a pipe bomb to Dave Meltzer and his pathetic star reviews. You can find Squared Circle Sessions on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And remember, we record live every week on TikTok, and I'll have the links for that in the description of these. So be sure to go check that out if you want to be involved. Now, let's get into it. This is Squared Circle Sessions. All roads lead to this main event. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another one. This is Squared Circle Sessions. I'm Rambo. I'm joined with Hannah and Braden once again. We're going into the last episode of Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown before we head into this Saturday at Saturday night's main event. Friends, how we doing?
Not too bad. You?
You know what? I can't complain too much. I mean, we're gonna complain a little bit about these episodes, but that's about it.
Exactly right. I would say I'm feeling mediocre tonight after getting done with that episode of Raw.
Yeah, it was kind of mid.
Oh yeah, we will get into that.
No, as always, we'll have these discussions about it. Hannah, you got a quiz ready for later on?
Oh, you know I do.
Braden, I'm sure you got your what-if scenario.
I have my question locked and loaded.
And I've got my pay-per-views pulled up. I've tried to pick better ones for you, Hannah.
Thank you.
But no, so going into this, we'll go ahead and start off with SmackDown because at least out of the two mediocre episodes, Raw was a little bit better. But
A little bit better, but not by a large margin.
No.
It's the closest they've been to each other in a few weeks, I'll say.
Yeah. The real things I really want to talk about with SmackDown is, of course, we'll go into the Cody and Drew stuff later on. But we finally got a Jade Cargill heel turn.
I was excited to see that.
She needed that. Because I feel like her momentum died a long time ago once she got signed. Because if you remember, in 23, whenever she got signed, she was listed to be this new hottest commodity coming to WWE. But there's really nothing to capitalize off of that. With that happening, do you think we'll finally get some more excitement going into the SmackDown Women's Division?
No.
I hope so.
I mean, I'm a realist here. No.
I feel like with the heel turn, it is time for Jade to take the title from Tiffy.
Yeah, but Jade can't cut a promo to save her life.
That's facts.
That's the problem. I mean, you guys like it when I'm real here, right? Like, she can't cut a promo to save her life, and she has absolutely no character. So when Jade turned heel, I'm like, well, it must be a slow Friday.
I get that. I mean, if they do it the right way, I think she can be a dominant enough heel where the promo won't necessarily matter. Like with her title run in AEW. That's kind of how she was, and it worked. Not that WWE can necessarily do that, but if they could, that'd be great.
Yeah, and Crandon here in the comments on TikTok made a good point. He said, it may just be me, but Jade felt like a bigger force in AEW. She really kind of did, because there she's had a little bit more character, there's more meat to this bone. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
Instead of it just being, oh, it's Jade Cargill. Cool. What? Describe Jade Cargill to me. You can describe her a lot better in her AEW run than you could in her WWE run.
I feel like there's only been one superstar that's come over to WWE from AEW that started in AEW that didn't work for like WWE before going to AEW. I feel like the only one that WWE has done right by is, Ricky Starks, who now is Ricky Saints. I feel like he's the only one that they've booked right.
Oh yeah.
If we're talking NXT, Ethan Page is doing pretty good as well.
True.
Mostly just NXT, I guess.
But yeah, they're doing like the people that went over to NXT are doing phenomenal, but any of the AEW talent that hadn't worked in WWE before or worked anywhere else, or even if they did work somewhere else, putting them on the main roster automatically hasn't really worked for a lot of them. And Jade
Right.
Cargill is a casualty in that. She came in like this big deal, like this big star, but I think since she's come here, WWE did absolutely nothing with her. And I think the worst thing they did was they announced her hiring, and I forget when. And then she didn't debut until like 2 or 3 months later.
Yeah, they
Yeah, it was in the
announced her
Rumble.
debut in October of 23, and then she debuted at the Rumble of 24.
So that's a good 3 months.
Crandon here in the comments makes another good point that I'd like to bring up, and it's related to the subject. It's a crime that Julia is where she is at right now compared to where Jade's at on the totem pole. And
Yeah.
that's just it. Julia is one of the champions, one of the main champions.
Right.
Which is leading me into my other point for this episode, and kind of goes hand in hand with the women's division. I think this is like one of the first main roster Kiana James matches.
I have that written down too.
Where the hell has she been?
It's one of the very few times I've seen her recently.
Like, I'm glad she's being showcased, but it's like, why'd you call her up over a year ago and then just now have something for her and not letting her go back down to NXT? Was she like, I genuinely don't know if she was injured or was just not being utilized.
I'm hoping it's a better late than never type thing and she gets a good run going, but I'm just not sure at the moment.
No, and back like with the women's United States Championship, like with it being on Julia, it kind of just makes me question why they took it off of Chelsea in the first place. I know
I
I've
mean,
mentioned
Julia's
that a
the right
lot.
choice if they do something with her.
Oh, absolutely.
But I mean, they were doing more with Chelsea when she had it.
Yeah.
And then we had a open challenge match for the United States title between Aleister Black and Ilya Dragunov. Well, Dragunov issued the challenge and Aleister Black accepted it, which was a phenomenal match, by the way.
I mean, it's gonna be with those two.
However, I think it's just something about these good matches that they have going on that WWE's like, all right, let's send somebody out to make there be no definitive finish.
That's happened a lot lately. Like, it always happens, but it's happened a lot more lately.
Because we had Damian Priest come out and cost Aleister Black the championship, which I like the feud. I really
I was
like
about to say, I like that feud a lot. But that's also Aleister's second open challenge that he's accepted and his second loss.
Yeah, and it's the thing of these constant, like, interruptions to these matches.
Right.
Well, that's what WWE does. They're constant interrupters of matches. They just like to have people interfere in everything. Because again, like I was reiterating to something I said in previous podcasts, WWE seems to be scared to make up definitive winners and matches. So their way of handling it is like, oh, we're just gonna let's just have something interrupt because we're lazy and we can't figure out what we want to do.
Absolutely. And it's cool. It's fun every now and then if you want that to happen, right? where it's like, where it would actually elevate something, and it did elevate their feud a little bit. But a lot recently, it's been we've had these like we didn't have a finish to Io Sky versus Stephanie Valkyr until Crown Jewel, and they faced off what 2 or 3 times on the main roster beforehand. I don't know, just the repetition is getting kind of out of hand for me.
Yep, it was the same problem that we had with Vince all those years ago. It's rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the last thing about SmackDown is the no disqualification match between Drew McIntyre and Jimmy Uso, which I'm glad Jimmy didn't win because what would that have done for him? And I feel that that would make Drew lose momentum going into that title match with Cody.
Right. It was definitely the right winner, but I also have in my notes just a great Jimmy Uso performance.
Oh, yeah.
Really good work from Jimmy.
Not to mention, Cody is not really that good on the mic.
No,
I'm tired of hearing enough.
Yeah, that's also in my notes. I'll go through my notes before we move on. Just word for word.
What you got?
So SmackDown, basic Cody promo. Drew interrupts, thank God. Drew said, finish the story. That popped me a little bit, kind of like that angle. Then he brings up maybe Jimmy attacked Jacob? Question mark, question mark, question mark. MFTs defeat Shin and Ray, which is a pretty good match-ish. Face paint's badass. I fucking love the MFT face paint.
Absolutely.
And it's getting harder to tell the Tongas apart because Tama Tonga beefed up.
Yeah, he did.
He beefed up. And that was really the only, especially with the face paint now, that was only the differing factor for telling them apart, really.
Bro got yoked.
Yeah. Michael Cole mentioned United Empire.
Ooh.
That was just a weird thing that stuck out to me. Tiffy defeats Kiana. Kiana's a badass. Wrote that. Jade heel turns great. Ilya versus Alistair. Priest interference. Priest Alistair feud good. In parentheses, don't bury Black.
No, they do not need to bury him.
Yeah, do not repeat the first time Black was on the roster. And then Drew defeats Jimmy. Great Uso performance.
And honestly, I feel like this doesn't necessarily like elevate what's going on between Drew and Cody because it was already kind of at that point of like, yeah, we're excited for it, but at the same time, I think we as a collective unit, as far as the fans, are like, is it going to be your stereotypical Cody match where he's getting his ass whooped by the heel, and then last 5 minutes, Super Cody comes out.
Well, I also, and this might be me like coming out and doing like conspiracy theorists here, but me following WWE as long as I have, and especially the past couple of years, Drew stood tall at the end of the night, which makes me think he's not winning at Saturday Night's main event. Because normally the person that stands tall at the go-home show of well, actually this one's not the go-home, this Friday is. But
hey, y'all continue. I'll be right back.
But usually the person that stands tall so close to whatever pay-per-view tends to not be the one that wins.
That's a good observation. I guess I've never noticed that, but like looking back now, that's right most of the time.
I mean, the only time it happened recently was with Seth Rollins at WrestleMania, because he wasn't standing tall for like at least a month and a half, and then all of a sudden there was this switch where like 3 weeks in a row leading up to WrestleMania he was standing tall. Like, it was just random and sudden.
Right, but I feel like that one might have been on purpose too, because it was a shock win also. I don't know, that's a good observation. I can't say I've ever really put that together.
I don't know, it's just something I've always noticed.
No, that totally makes sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, give me just a minute. I've got a sick child, and he's been kind of a pain, but y'all can continue talking. If I need to, I'll just edit this portion out.
Take care of that boy. Here, we can look at comments real quick here on TikTok.
Yeah, let's
Crandon
include some of the
says-
comments in here.
Crandon's going crazy in here. He says, in my opinion, Black would benefit from a mini program with Orton that would have culminated at Saturday Night's main event.
Black and
I would
Orton
still
is
like to
definitely
see that.
something I wouldn't mind seeing.
Yeah, I would still like to see that. I don't know. I feel like that would just work. I just think it's eventually going to do Drew a disservice to keep having him lose all his big matches. 100%. I mean, there's only so long you can keep him a top star and have him lose top matches. Like, you get the benefit of being able to plug Drew into these spots, but you're going to have to give him a win at some point to keep that credibility. Kind of like with Sheamus in the 2010s. It's probably the best thing I can compare it to. Like, he's always a guy that would just be put there to give the champ a good, tough match, but then he would lose. So, I mean, that's why in 2015 he won that title. Like, you got to give Drew something.
All right,
Yeah, but he didn't hold that title very long.
Exactly. Like, it was a pity. Give me. Like, obviously I want Drew to get something more than that, but.
No, I feel
Like,
like
you
it's
just
about
can't keep having
time
him
that Drew
lose.
deserves something big on the main roster.
Oh, yeah. His COVID title reign is such a. It was good, but I mean, he deserved a crowd.
It was great, and Drew carried the COVID era.
He worked his ass off.
Like,
Drew and
people will
Bailey.
say, oh, well, I mean, it was Roman, because that was the start of the tribal chief, of everything with that. It's like, but realistically, it was Drew that carried throughout the Performance Center days, throughout the Thunderdome days.
Yeah.
He
was
finally
Drew and it was
deserves his
Bailey.
moment in front of fans.
Yep.
Crandon says it's like Ziggler at some points. We'll stop believing in these stars, even if WWE wants us to.
That's also a great example.
It really is. But no, like, Black and Orton is definitely something I would not mind seeing. And as much as I love Zelina Vega, I can't tell you I wouldn't pop if, we got an RKO.
She would sell the shit out of it, too. Oh, she would make that work.
My dad, Big Country 78, coming in here to the live and the recording of the podcast with a gold boxing glove. I appreciate that. Thank you.
What's up, Rambo's dad?
Hi, Rambo's dad.
But now, before we go into the very, very mid Monday Night Raw, Braden, what's your question?
Give me just a second here.
One. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, it works better with Raw, but we can do it now. Welcome to Braden's Question of the Night. Weekly, I bring you a question to excite your mind, whether it be a what-if scenario, a how would you book a current event, or what would you do differently fantasy booking carousel. Tonight, I bring the first ever how would you book.
Ooh.
AJ Styles' final run.
Okay.
Ooh.
Fantasy book if you'd like, just some key points you'd like to see. Go for it.
Well, first of all, where are we starting here? Like, is it from, like, the beginning of the year to the end of the year? Like, is that what you kind of are wanting, or?
I mean, yeah, we can do that. I mean, right now he has the tag titles. Say he holds those till the end of the year. Where do you think he should go from there? Started next year.
Ooh.
I do think before he hangs up the boots, I really do think that it would be kind of poetic if we were to have, even if it's just one match, but one more small little run in TNA now that WWE or NXT and TNA are kind of coinciding.
That's one of my biggest points that I have written down. Like
I agree.
Yeah, like I want him to do some things main roster, and I'll get to those. But like I have certain points I want him to do in the main roster. But like maybe like around like September, have him end out the year in TNA and then come back main roster to retire. But
Yeah,
Like, have him do
build up
something.
something with him. Like
I would love to
in
see
TNA.
that. You have to.
I think I would have him win, you know, just for shits, basically. I would have him win the TNA World title in WWE.
I mean, if you're gonna have Trick do it, you might as well have AJ Styles do it.
No, but have the TNA, like, say, have the TNA World title defended on a Monday Night Raw and have AJ Styles win.
I like that. I would like him to do that, and then like maybe not a title for title match, obviously, but like him go against the world champion at the time with that belt. So like you still have him challenging for a world title because you need that at some point in this final run. But if he loses, he still has that TNA title. I don't know. I'd like to see that.
No, that's definitely one.
God, there's so many people I'd want to see him face because I would want him to do like to give you a couple. I would love to see AJ Styles versus Randy Orton, AJ Styles versus Drew McIntyre, AJ Styles versus Damian Priest, and AJ Styles again. Maybe if they go to France again next year, maybe we can get another AJ Styles and Cody Rhodes match out of the way. And just because, you know, they have a history in Ring of Honor, we need to have that one-on-one AJ Styles versus CM Punk match.
True.
And if I was to fantasy book his last WrestleMania, that's what I would book for WrestleMania, AJ Styles versus CM Punk.
That's a good one. I have his last WrestleMania being, if it's built right, try AJ versus Shinsuke again. Doesn't even have to be for a title. Try that again and let them work a non-WWE match. Let them work their style of match, and that can be fantastic.
Or one thing that I have in mind is, you know how WWE likes to go do their international shows, and they just spent a couple weeks back some time over in Japan doing shows there. Give us some sort of like special, whether it be a PLE or hell, even an episode of Raw or like a what they used to do, like a WWE Network exclusive.
Oh yeah, I'd like to see that.
Have AJ Styles headline in Japan, but it'd be it would be fitting to have him either go against A, Shin, or B, Finn Balor.
Yes, that's the other one I was thinking. The other big one.
But they
Why
probably
not
didn't
make
book
it a-
Finn Balor right.
Why not make it a triple threat?
Whew. Oh, if you just let them do their thing, that triple threat match could feed families.
If we would let them do their own kind of thing and not have it be overbooked, I would probably put that in contention with like the WrestleMania 20 main event.
Right, that's
If I'm being completely honest.
the biggest thing. That's what I want to see in AJ Styles' final run, is just let him wrestle his style. Because that's why AJ versus Shinsuke didn't work. It's because it was a WWE match for guys that can put on a phenomenal match without that stigma.
It looked like a production instead of an actual match.
Right. Like it was like if it was like these are just super random names, but if it was just like Dolph Ziggler and Sheamus having that match, that's a good match. That's a pretty solid WrestleMania match. But it's AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura. Like,
The
let them tear the house
that
down.
them two have, and everybody as the fans know what both contenders are capable of. And to give us what they gave us at WrestleMania 34, knowing that they could have given us so much better, is abysmal.
Right. And then the ending with a freaking Shinsuke low blow.
That went
Oh my
nowhere.
God. Yeah.
If we're mixing TNA, and I don't know if we've ever seen this, I forget it. I really do forget if they ever did this in TNA. If they had a match, like when TNA was really, really hot back in the day. What about AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy?
They had one
in
small-
2010.
Yeah, they had like a small thing. I mean,
Right, but in a WWE ring, what about, say, like maybe his last SummerSlam? We do AJ Styles versus Jeff Hardy, and AJ Styles becomes TNA World Champion at that point, and he defends it against Jeff.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool to see. Just two TNA greats.
I mean, we have... Could you imagine at a SummerSlam the TNA World Championship gets defended? That would be amazing, and that would be something different.
Like, I kind of like TNA as, like, WWE can just borrow from them.
Yeah.
But, like, not in, like, a bad... Like, it promotes TNA. Like, TNA's getting great again.
Yeah.
Like, just have those
like
moments.
They did with Joe Hendry.
Right. And even Trick holding the title for this last little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, we could see, like, maybe even AJ Styles versus Nick Nemeth.
Ooh, that'd be kind of cool.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
Crandon here in the comments said, I'd argue let AJ get one match with the Good Brothers again in Japan or anywhere. I mean, I would like to see that, but they were just back and nothing went with that. But I mean, it'd be cool to see.
If he didn't just retire in January, I would not mind seeing kind of a run back of AJ and Christopher Daniels.
Ooh. Ooh, that'd be so good.
Oh, and also, if the rumors are true that this person may or may not come back next year, what about doing it right this time? AJ Styles, if he's in better shape, not AJ, but this particular person I'm about to bring up, what about AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho?
Ooh.
That'd be good.
That'd be really good. That was AJ's first feud in WWE. Like, that'd be a perfect circle
moment.
Yeah.
Y2 AJ was super entertaining. The Mania match was mid. Not mid, but not great.
I mean, imagine his last match being Chris Jericho when Chris Jericho was his first, like, true rivalry when he came to WWE, so it'd be, like, a full circle moment.
That'd be
like super
the
poetic.
definition of full circle. And I'm
right.
here for it.
Yeah, who would you guys want to be his final opponent? Like, who would take him out? I mean, I think it'd be cool. Like, Jericho would be sick. But, I mean, it'd be cool if it was a younger guy. Or, hold on, I forgot my thought. It'd be cool if it was, like, a past rival. Like, that'd be sick. But also thinking about just a younger guy that could use it.
Ricky Saints?
Ooh, Ricky Saints would be cool. TNA-wise, if he goes to TNA for a bit, like we were talking about, I'd like to see him, his last match there be against Leon Slater.
Yes.
Because they kind of had that thing when he won the X Division title, AJ came out. Like, that'd be kind of sick.
This one might be random, but what about AJ Styles versus Moose?
Ooh. I mean, that'd just be an interesting dynamic.
Really
or in NXT, and I think this would be cool, AJ Styles versus Javon Evans.
That'd be cool, too. That'd be just a cool match to have just in there. This AJ Styles versus young guys. Like, I think I do kind of like that. See if they could go there, like AJ Leon, AJ Javon, just these young athletic guys. AJ can test if he can still go. Like, maybe that could be like a working storyline throughout.
Do you know who I really would want for his last match, though? It's not a young guy, but if he's back from injury by this point, I think personally I would either want it to be Rey Mysterio or Seth Rollins.
Rollins would be cool. I mean, they always have bangers.
Have we had AJ and Seth? Not AJ and Seth. AJ and Ray yet? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
I feel like we might have, just on like a regular show.
I don't think they've had a one-on-one.
Maybe not.
Look that up to fact check myself. Those listening to the podcast, yes, we still have. I do look stuff up because I'm not a encyclopedia. They did for the United States Championship on Monday Night Raw in 2019.
Again, that was when I was not watching. Barely.
Crandon brings up a really good point. AJ was Seth's first opponent ever in wrestling, not in WWE, but I don't know if that's true. I'm assuming it might. But in Seth's network doc, Seth said AJ was his first.
So that'd be cool if Seth is AJ's last.
Right, that'd be super sick.
It'd be like the whole thing of Seth says, "Well, you brought me in, now I'm showing you out."
That'd be cool. That'd be a bar. But no, I just feel like you can pack a bunch of old classic matches and a bunch of matches with young guys in there. Because like with Cena, he only has certain dates, but AJ, I feel like he'll be there the whole year.
Yeah, I think with AJ, I think this whole entire if they get used to doing like retirement tours and this becomes a thing, I think John Cena was a trial run, but oh my God, was it the worst trial run to try to do? I mean, on the back end of a John Cena career to basically do not do well with it for like 6 months. But I feel like AJ will be different because he's going to be full time.
Right, exactly.
And I think John not being full time hurt it.
Oh yeah.
And hopefully AJ won't have any inclusion with The Rock. But
yes,
I digress.
True story.
But like for me, next year, just for me and my personal bias, if I don't get a 1-on-1 AJ Styles versus CM Punk match, I'm gonna crash out.
I hope we do.
And you guys know how I crash out.
I know how you crash out.
Oh yeah. But if there's one like particular match I want to see, is either a 1-on-1 with Bolt with Finn Balor and Shinsuke, or that triple threat.
Yeah. I would like that. Even if that's a WrestleMania match, if Judgment Day breaks up in time, I would love to see AJ, Finn, Shin just go at it in WrestleMania.
Did you just say if New Day broke up?
Did I say New Day?
Yes.
Judgment Day. Wrong day.
I was like, wrong day. I was
Wrong
like,
day.
do you want to see him face Kofi Kingston?
I mean, that'd be cool too, I guess, but no, Judgment Day.
All right.
Judgment Day so that Finn's available.
I just didn't want people listening to this and go, wait a minute.
This guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
These people don't know ball.
It's okay. There's a lot of days.
But no, that's my like. And if that was a WrestleMania match, I feel like that has the star power to be like a co-main event.
Right, if they let them wrestle their match.
I don't necessarily think that would actually main event, but it would be one of the marquee matches.
It would definitely be a show stealer. Imagine having that match open.
Ooh.
That'd be dope.
That would, dude. I don't even have words for that. That would be probably the most legendary WrestleMania opener.
Oh yeah. And with Vince gone, I could see them just wrestling their match and just doing their thing.
Just straight graps. No, like, they don't need to overbook it. They don't need to make it a production. Just put those three in the ring and just press play.
Do you know who I really wish could be around for this?
What's that?
Bray Wyatt.
Yes.
That'd be really cool.
An AJ Styles versus Bray Wyatt match I could really use right about now, but we'll never get it. And it's just like, that really sucks. And even on top of all that, another AJ Styles versus Eddie Guerrero match, and we'll never get that.
Could you imagine that?
If it wasn't for the fact that he's currently signed with AEW right now, I would love to see him run it back with Samoa Joe one more time.
Oh yeah.
Or even like, well, there's two people from AEW I'd really want AJ Styles in a ring with, and that's Edge and Mox. Dean Ambrose.
I mean, there's a whole list of AEW guys you can go down. Crandon brings up a good point of Adam Cole. That'd be pretty cool.
Why do I keep on forgetting he's in AEW?
Because he's injured right now.
Oh, that's probably why. Or AJ Styles versus MJF.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
That would really
Or Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
Like, you could go down a whole AEW list.
AJ Styles versus Danielson one more time would be legendary.
Or a new match, AJ versus Swerve.
Yes.
Like, you could go down a whole AEW rabbit hole.
And if he can come back by the end of the year, another AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens.
That too. Like, really, anybody you put AJ in there is going to be great.
Brandon says Styles and Pac would feed families.
Ooh.
And I know some people don't exactly like him right now, but I want to see it. Give me AJ Styles versus Sami Zayn.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
down.
they've done that before, and it's been great. Like, do it again.
As long as they don't do a... I mean, if they do a heel turn with AJ, by standard, that would already be better than the Cena heel turn. Because
Agreed.
AJ has established himself as a heel. He knows how to play both sides of the spectrum.
Right, Cena did not know how to do that.
Do you know what would be a cool fatal four-way, though?
What's that?
What's that?
Basically, from the top of my head, all 4 leaders of the Bullet Club. Kenny Omega versus AJ Styles versus Finn Balor versus Cody Rhodes.
Ooh.
That would be an
that'd be
insane
fire.
fatal four-way.
I mean, that's basically every single person that's been the leader of the Bullet Club. I may be missing somebody,
Throw
but
in
that's
Jay
off the top
White.
of my off the top of my head who I knew who were leaders of the Bullet Club at one point.
Ilya versus
yeah.
Styles and have Styles win the U.S. belt surprisingly and hold it for a bit. Ilya versus Styles would be good.
That'd be really good. I mean, that'd give Styles at least a single title. But I think in my mind, if I had to book the year by year, not like super specific, but they can bring the tag titles into the new year, whatever. Have them drop it whenever. Then you can do something with AJ and Ray after they drop it. AJ and Ray Phoenix. That's great. Then start the AJ Shin Finn thing. That's at WrestleMania. That's great. Give him some Japan matches after Mania. Like, do some stuff in Japan. Then you have the AJ heel turn. He takes that into TNA. I'm Mr. TNA. Like, you can do some heel stuff there. Give him the TNA title. I'd like to see him face whoever's the champ at the time in WWE out of the main roster for the title with the TNA title. Try to get both of them together. That'd be sick. Obviously, you don't have that happen, but have him challenge at least. And then right towards the end of the year, you can have him turn face again and finish it with a match against a young guy, a Leon Slater, or Javon Evans, whoever. I think that'd be my perfect year at the moment.
That's a big thing to really kind of like die down into because the number of fantasy bookings that we could do is infinite.
Right.
Because AJ has proved that he can work with just about anybody, if not anybody. So it's a never-ending line of, oh, well, let's see if he can work with this match.
Right. I think that's why it's great. We get the whole year of him and not just Cena being part-time.
Yeah.
Because you can crunch those matches in there, really.
Yeah.
But, no, I'm going to definitely have to really kind of like look into this and try to build something out that I can put out on one of the next few podcasts.
Right. Maybe that'll be our homework.
Oh, that's definitely going to be it.
Plan out AJ's year, month by month, pay-per-view, whatever. Bring that back next podcast.
So, are we going to be the human version of ChatGPT?
Exactly.
No, we're going to be better than ChatGPT.
That's it.
Hey, sometimes ChatGPT comes up with better things than what WWE is coming up with.
That's fair. However, I'm not going to
Not that
book
hard.
WrestleMania on the International Space Station.
If you know, you know.
That was hilarious.
All right, Monday Night Raw.
The show starts off, and I'm not kidding, with a 15-and-a-half-minute entrance.
Is that how long it was, really?
Before words were spoken, it wasn't the actual entrance. Sorry, I misspoke. We had the first, 6 minutes of recaps.
And just so you guys know, we're talking about Monday Night Raw now.
Yes.
You've transitioned.
And then Jey Uso had an Undertaker-like entrance.
So stupid.
Oh, my God. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy seeing him hype up the crowd. I really do. Because Jay can hype up the crowd, get them going, get them riled up. But then he had to run it back. And to do that for another 4 minutes. Good God, man. You
I
are
think that
not
was
the Undertaker.
calculated. I think it was calculated
Oh, it had
because
to be.
they knew that they knew the moment that music was going to turn off, the fans are automatically going to cheer CM Punk because to much. I don't know if this is going to be to Triple H's chagrin or not, but that audience is not going to cheer Jay louder than CM Punk.
Absolutely.
It's just not going to happen. So I feel like that was calculated for Jay to get the crowd, get that little bit of that ovation, and then it was just going to become the CM Punk show after that because we knew that was what was going to happen.
And then once Jay grabbed the mic, he really didn't say a whole lot before Punk came out. And what made me laugh was the fact that Punk had to run it back.
Right.
Punk got in there, looked at the camera, and said, "All right, let's run it back." But
at least it wasn't like a forced run it back. The fans actually wanted to run it back.
Yeah.
And you notice that when the moment Jay picked up the microphone, the fans were chanting Punk.
Yep.
Like from the jump, they were chanting CM Punk. Like the moment that the mic cut off, and it's like, I think there should be a wake up call to WWE that Jay's just never going to be as over as CM Punk, not in the hearts of the fans.
No, and I don't understand why it's now becoming such a force feed. And it's the same shit that they've done in the past, like with Roman and with Cena.
Right, but Jay isn't those guys, and they know that. Like, they have to know that.
Jay doesn't have the star power. Like
Not
those
even
two.
close.
Whenever you see Jey Uso on a bill, it's not like, oh, I'm going to the show because Jay's going to be there. Whereas if you see Cena or Roman on a bill for a show, they're like, ooh, this is a good moment.
Mm-hmm.
Right. My biggest thing to recognize a superstar in WWE is if I can say their name to a non-wrestling friend and they know who that is. Like if I say Hulk Hogan, they're going to know, oh, brother. If I say John Cena, they're going to make an invisible joke. If I say Roman Reigns, nowadays they're going to say acknowledge the tribal chief.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I say Jey Uso to them, most of them are going to be like, who the hell is that?
And
even a name like CM Punk is known outside the wrestling business now.
Right.
And speaking of him, it's a day late, but happy 47th birthday to the best in the world.
Hell yeah.
We should acknowledge, since we're on that, acknowledge the 47th birthday of CM Punk. So happy birthday.
And since we acknowledge him birthdays, Braden,
Oh, it is technically my birthday now.
happy birthday, my guy.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, guys.
Fill that chat up with happy birthday for Braden.
Woo woo.
But no, overall with that promo, it was very mid. Like, nothing
Pointless.
really got accomplished. Jay and, like, Punk was there to save that promo, but between the two of them, it was a lot of words said, but nothing was really said. Does that make sense?
Yeah. The vibe I got from it was like they went in with no plan. Could not have been anything planned. And Punk was working with what he was got. Jay was doing whatever, and Punk was just trying to save it. It's kind of the vibe I got from it.
Yeah, it just felt like
It felt forced.
Jay was doing his normal shtick, and I felt like Punk was just phoning it in because I don't think he wanted to outshine Jay. And we know if CM Punk wanted to, he could have demolished him.
Oh, absolutely.
He really, really could, because we know where CM Punk can go with his vernacular, and we know where he can push a promo towards. And I feel like he was just out there with his friend and not wanting to, like, hurt his friend's feelings and just try to be. It was kind of like a sportsmanship promo. Like, you and I are just gonna go out there. We're gonna push ourselves to the limit, and the bet. It was kind of like those type of promos that long-winded is trying to say, "May the best man win." That's pretty much the vibe I got from the promo, where two men that really don't have any true animosity or contention against each other are just saying, "It's you and I. May the best man win."
That
And
I completely lost what I was going to say for a second.
but it could have been so much better, though,
Oh yeah,
on both of their ends.
this is it. If this was a promo, like, and of course, this is the go home episode of Saturday Night's Main Event, so going into it, we're thinking, oh, this is going to get us ready for their match. If this is what that was trying to do, then it didn't work.
It was way off marker. The word I keep going back to is pointless.
I don't think it was pointless. I wouldn't go that far with the statement, but it
Turned
just
out to be pointless.
yeah. But people are too quick to use that word. It's like going to one extreme. Pointless is like when something's thrown together for absolutely no reason.
Right.
This had a reason, but there was no real fire there and heat, because these are two wrestlers that don't have any real beef with each other. They just have a little bit of like an ego streak, and sometimes that, kind of happens with both of them, because Jay, super kicked Punk, and Punk kind of hit Jay at times. It's like an eye for an eye thing, but it's not like Punk with Drew or Punk with Seth, where there's animosity there. There's no animosity with Punk and Jay. So I wouldn't call it pointless. I would just call it, these are just two men that are basically saying, may the best man win. And hopefully no hard feelings at the end of the day, but there may be hard feelings because the World Heavyweight Championship is on the line.
Right. Oh yeah, I don't think having the promo wasn't pointless. That's what you should do. Like, if that's your match, you should have that be a thing. I think what ended up coming out of it was, okay, the word pointless I'm still going to use just for this example, but just the words they shared didn't lead to anything. Like, I get what you're saying with the may the best man win, but in my opinion, I guess, I feel like they could have made a lot more out of it.
And if they were like, and we'll get more into this here soon, but
That's why it should have been a contract signing, I think.
Right, like something like that to add to it.
Like Adam Pearce should have been in the ring.
oh yeah,
That would have been a lot better.
I think that would have helped.
like,
And
Crandon in the comments made a good point, and the same thing that I'm making. I'm thinking is like, if we wanted something that had real heat, then why didn't we choose LA Knight?
well, see, there again, there's another prime example of, and this happens all the time, of WWE pushing the backstage agenda over the best interests of the audience. I mean, how many times have we gotten this over the years where it's been the backstage agenda over what the audience actually wants? This is typical textbook WWE. And that I was one of those people that thought it was the easiest decision to have LA Knight win the Battle Royal. Easiest decision. But it didn't end up happening.
Yeah, and that whole LA Knight thing we'll get into here in just a minute. But I don't know, it's a huge missed opportunity, and I feel like the match is definitely going to suffer because of it.
For sure.
Because nobody cares about the match. They haven't done anything to make us care for it. Does that make sense? Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully I'm
Well,
proven wrong.
Well, I care. CM Punk is in it.
Well, yeah, but just overall, it's like, they haven't done anything to make us kind of feel like, oh, hey, we have to, we have to watch this. We can't miss this.
Well, with all the potential shenanigans that could happen in this, it is kind of must watch, even though WWE isn't making it obvious that it's must watch. But we kind of have an idea of probably what's going to happen. Maybe Jimmy gets involved. We know the Vision's going to get involved. It's just like I don't see this match ending in a very clean or pretty way. And my biggest fear is it's going to lead to Jey Uso winning the title.
Which
I have this uneasy feeling in the pit of my stomach that they're not going to give it to who the fans really want. I feel like it's going to end in shenanigans, and it's going to lead to Jey Uso winning, knowing how WWE books.
yeah,
And
valid.
if that's what's going to happen, then that's going to alienate a lot of the fan base. Because how many times is CM Punk going to have to wait to become champion and have a real title reign, if that's the case? But we'll wait and see. We'll have to see. Maybe I'll end up having to eat crow. But knowing what I know and knowing my intuition, I don't see this being a W for Punk on Saturday, even though I really
don't
want it to
either.
be.
As much as I'm with you. As much as I want it to be Punk going over, I feel like they're not done trying to make Jey Uso the biggest star, or shooting him to the moon.
And here's the sad thing. It's like history repeating itself. It's like deja vu. Here is a company once again choosing somebody else over CM Punk as the man again. And it seems like it's a rinse and repeat situation. And it seems like they're always playing hot potato with Punk, with being the man and having the world title. It's like you have Triple H, and then you have Bruce Pritchard and Michael Hayes on the other side, and then you have all the wrestlers they like, and then you got this potato being thrown back and forth, and CM Punk is in the middle trying to catch it. And it just feels like it's the same thing over and over again.
Yeah. And so going into the next segment on Raw, when it was ended up being a match, and it was a great match, but the finish was kind of questionable. We had the number one contendership match between Rusev and Penta. Whoever won would go on to face Dominic Mysterio at Saturday night's main event for the Intercontinental title. But the match was interrupted by what are they called? The Americanos?
I think so.
I don't know. I just refer to them as a coffee order.
Interrupted by the coffee order.
I just always say when I watch Raw, it's like the coffee orders have come out.
Los Americanos.
All right, so Rusev and Penta got interrupted by Starbucks.
Yeah. We're not sponsored by them, by the way.
Well, we should.
Shit.
Give me a pinkety drinkety.
But no, the match was really good between the two. But again, we say, great matches, no definitive finish.
Oh, what else is new?
However, that did lead to Adam Pearce announcing the triple threat now for Saturday night's main event between Penta, Rusev, and Dom for the Intercontinental title, which I'm fucking stoked for.
Do you know what I've noticed about Saturday night's main event this weekend?
What's that?
It's becoming the real Night of Champions we should have gotten like 4 months ago.
Oh,
Yeah, it's all title matches.
This night is more Night of Champions than Night of Champions was.
There's not a single non-title match confirmed yet, I'm pretty sure.
And
I mean, Night of Champions should have just been called King and Queen of the Ring because that's pretty much what it was. But it's like funny how I'm looking at this. It's like Saturday night's main event is becoming what Night of Champions should have been. And it's just kind of ironic.
And the thing is like now that Saturday night's main event is going to be on Peacock instead of on NBC.
Mm-hmm.
They're treating it like it's an actual PLE, which I like because I think that's what dampened it in the past. They had to fit in these time constraints. They had to be off by 10 o'clock Central Time.
Well, on top of all that, they were also treating it like a glorified televised house show.
Yeah.
It was never to accelerate or add to whatever stories were going on. It was like a filler PLE in a sense, a filler special in between certain stories, and it was like an in between of PLEs. And I think a lot of people that complained about like the first Saturday night's main event when it came back, that was a god awful show.
Oh, yeah.
It was really, 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 really bad. And then the second one was bad. And then the third one was a little bit better. But I think the WWE slightly listened and realized that you can't treat Saturday night's main event like it's a house show, or that or nothing on it counts, because anything that you put on TV, anything that you're actually broadcasting, counts and should count.
Right.
They kind of treated it like the show main event, like, or Superstars, like the shows they used to have in the middle of the week.
Yeah.
I don't know. But now that they're actually treating this like it's an upcoming PLE, I have high hopes for this. My hopes could definitely be shot down, and I'm
It should cook.
expecting that.
With the matches announced, this should be okay.
I'm low-key expecting for my hopes to just get shot down.
Well,
Oh yeah, I'm going into this with extremely low expectations, and I've pretty much taught myself to think that way the past couple of years, because sometimes I will think WWE is going to do one thing and then they just prove me right that they don't have an original thought in their minds creatively. And so I've decided from this point forward, I'm going into everything with low expectations, and then if they prove me wrong, they prove me wrong.
Yeah.
Expecting this disappointment is just a WWE fan norm.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, we ended up going into, come on now, load. A singles match between Roxanne Perez and Nikki Bella, which, seeing Roxanne Perez wrestle on a Monday Night Raw is always going to be a good match.
For sure.
On her end.
But Nikki Bella,
I could take her leave.
I'm pretty sure last week we went on a rant about Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
We already did that.
But no.
Yeah, she's just not good in the ring. I'm sorry.
She's looking just slower and slower every time I see her.
And her drop kick was like a 1 foot drop kick.
And I'm wondering,
did you notice that?
Oh yeah. I'm wondering if she still has that, like, trying to be a diva mentality.
Oh, 100%.
I think she might. Like,
I brought that up last week on our podcast.
Yeah.
And it's just, she's just trying too hard to be a diva, and I've talked about that ad nauseum.
I feel like she just can't shake that.
Nope. But I have a feeling that that's really who she is in real life. I feel like that's her real life personality. You know? And if you listen to her podcast that she does with Bree, her sister, Bree is this really calming, down-to-earth personality naturally, and Nikki is just this high-maintenance, loving the finer things in life, over-the-top personality that kind of likes to showboat. And her and Bree are very, very opposite. And it kind of is to the point where I can't listen to her. And I can handle Bree. I love Bree. But Nikki was getting on my nerves to the point where I had to, like, not follow her on like any of her social media anymore. I kind of had enough. And
seems like once she became a, like, reality show star, that's what took over.
Yeah.
Crandon in the comments here says, besides their interference by Raquel, Nikki felt like she was trying to work heel over Roxanne. I feel like that's pretty accurate. Like in the Diva era, she was always a heel. Like that's what she was. She was the mean girl.
Yeah.
So I feel like she's always going to try to work that. Like there's no way for her not to.
She comes across kind of like she belongs on Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Yeah, I could see.
I mean, she would be she would fit right in with that. And I feel like what started Nikki's way of thinking and way of behaving, maybe the reality television thing got to her head a little bit, but I think dating John Cena was what drove her ego up a wall.
Oh yeah.
And I think deep down inside, she still wishes she was with him. Because in a lot of ways, she can't stop talking about him. And on top of all that, like, she was talking about dating again. And on an interview, and I literally rolled my eyes. Somebody asked her, well, what do you want? And she's like, I want a businessman with swag. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. That's what's important to you? Not a man that is down to earth, will love you and respect you and, you know, like pay attention to you. You want a businessman with swag. So you want John Cena? That's what it felt like. You want James Bond. Like, so that's what you want. You basically want a rich man who has charisma. Oh, wait a minute. Who was that again? Mr. You Can't See Me. She's basically insinuating she wants a 2.0 version of John Cena in her personal life back. That was alarming to me.
Yeah. I think the bottom line of this match is we have our slander with Nikki. Roxanne's on Raw. Love to see Roxanne. Stephanie gets involved. Love to see those two work together. That's about it.
That's really all that is the takeaway, right? It's the match was, like, honestly, it was carried by Roxanne.
Oh, for sure.
You'd think that would be the other way around, seeing as Nikki's the vet in that situation.
Well, yeah, and also since the IWC loves to call people in their 40s old and basically grandpas, she is in her 40s. So if I'm just going to be fair, you know, she's old and should retire, according to some people online.
We don't listen to people online around here sometimes.
But I think it's funny, like, you know, you have a guy like Punk turning 47 and people are saying, well, shouldn't he retire already? And I'm like, well, you got a lot of people in your 40s in the company. So what? You turn 40 years old and you're supposed to, you know, pack up, go to Florida and to the nursing home?
Yep.
Like, is that the way it works in the wrestling business? So, you know, if people want to use old as the reason, well, Nikki Bella's in her 40s. So should she just be calling the local nursing home and reserving a room? I'm just saying. I'm trying to be, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, tee into the hypocrisy of the IWC.
We can't.
Right, and I mean,
sometimes.
moving on to the next match under that same structure, I'm pretty sure LA Knight is 40-something.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. He's like 42.
Yeah.
And this is probably the most obvious burial that we've had since the Nexus. But
LA Knight?
not being hidden. Yeah, LA Knight.
Oh, it's completely deliberate, and we all know it. Oh, did you see that one person that had that sign that says we want LA Knight, not Jey Uso?
Yep.
I was like, fuck yeah. And like, no pun intended with the yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, let's do something entertaining for our fan base. I'm going to count to 3 and we're all going to say yeah, okay?
Okay.
All 3 of us in unison. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys missed it.
Oh, it probably has a delay. Yeah.
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 Yeah. But yeah, I don't understand what they're doing with LA Knight. I'm infuriated.
And this brings up a good comment here in the TikTok comments. but I'm gonna come to that here in just a second after we talk about this. But what was the point of the match? I'm
Right. I
sure
mean,
like not every match has to have a definitive point to it, right? Like you can just have a throwaway match. But I feel like
Well,
there's
I'm
too
just
much
gonna
meat
say
on the bone
this.
right now for them
I'm
to
just gonna
have that
say
kind of
this.
throwaway. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna say this. I'm so glad it wasn't in the main event. That's a
oh yeah,
Yes.
plus.
I have some takes on this. First of all, the number one take being this match didn't need to happen. Like this
No.
is the type of match where you can't afford a loser either way. Like having LA Knight lose buries him for sure. Breaker stalls his momentum. That's why the match doesn't need to happen. I know we've talked about interferences ruining matches. If you're gonna have an interference, have it be this match where there can't be a loser. Like this is one of the only appropriate times. But also, if you're gonna have the match happen, my unpopular opinion is I think Breaker should have won. But my ultimate opinion is that I don't think it should have happened.
No.
Well,
And
also when I watched it and I saw the headline, oh, Braun Breaker won. I'm like, well, what else is new?
Right. But I mean, if you're building him up, you can't really afford to have him lose right now.
Well,
with
yeah,
the
but
way
Braun
he's
Breaker
going.
is like winning all the time now. It's kind of becoming ridiculous.
I can see that.
I mean, there's winning and there's just like, I'm not going to say what I'm actually thinking, but it's like you can't throw LA Knight a bone once in a while. It's like a genuine question for me right now. It's like I'm dumbfounded with what they're dealing with LA Knight, and he deserves so much better than what he's getting.
Oh, 100%.
yo, thank you for becoming a super fan. Welcome in. But
Yeah,
going
shout out Javin 2.0.
Yes, big shout out. Thank you for becoming a super fan. Welcome in. We do these episodes weekly, so be sure to come back every week and be a part of it. Now, need to talk about the elephant in the room. The elephant not being me. Um, what the fuck are these vignettes?
Well, not a return, that's for sure, because they pretty much spoiled it with some of the because they showed Paul Heyman's hands in one of them.
And what's funny is
So
I've seen somebody on Twitter say, "Well, how do you know that's Paul Heyman's hands?" Like, dude, you could tell a fat hand when you see it.
Yeah. Not even that. You just can tell Paul Heyman's hand.
well, from what I've read, it's all a commercial to advertise WrestleMania 42. That's what they've been filming.
I could see that. Cut in the comments is saying that it's teasing the Vision with Austin Theory and Brock Lesnar.
Well, you can totally tell what Brock Lesnar's pants and boots look like. I knew that was Brock.
Right. So, I mean, more than likely it's him. And it could be a teaser for WrestleMania, or it could be him joining the Vision.
What's funny is if it is Brock, he's got some small ass feet. Them some little boots for a big
But I
man.
could also see it being Austin Theory as well. Or both of them. I would like to see Theory in the Vision. If they're going to make it a stable, that's who you got to add.
I feel like if they're going to add anybody to the Vision, and if they really wanted to do an NXT call-up right, I would put Ethan Page in the Vision.
I could see that as well. Or both.
Oh, yes.
Or both.
I don't
Like,
think they're going to bring Austin Theory back, and if they are, I think he would come back as a babyface.
I hope so, because they did tease that, so I hope that's how it goes. Ethan Page would be cool, though.
It's funny that I see people all the time are like, "Oh, well, that's Edge. That's Chris Jericho."
I think by the feet and by the way they're walking, I think it is a commercial to hype up WrestleMania 42. I don't believe this is like this whole, like, I don't believe anybody's coming back. I don't believe that. And I don't believe it's like this emerging of the new faction, because I could tell by the feet and by the way they were walking and the way it looked. I assume the dress shoes are Cody Rhodes. The combat boot looking is Roman Reigns. the Docs, which they kind of look like Docs. The only person I know that wears those type of shoes is Punk. And then the jeans with the boots is Brock. So I think it's just a hype package for WrestleMania 42, to be perfectly honest. And then I feel like it's obviously Paul Heyman's hands, and I feel like it's Triple H's hands that is making the drink, which is the latest one that came out. Looked like he was pouring a drink.
That's probably it. I could see that, but God, that'd be so boring.
It looks like Triple H's hands.
Oh
Yeah, I could see that.
The rap.
And I just think I just think it's a commercial for WrestleMania 42 that they're hyping up to be this big thing.
It's funny seeing the IWC just go absolutely batshit because they're like, oh, Edge is coming back, confirmed. It's like, you don't know that, bro.
Definitely not. I don't.
No, but I'm not going to read too much into this because the over-promising and under-delivering is becoming a pattern, and I just think it's like, I think what they're going to be delivering is just a commercial. They're rallying, they're getting everybody all riled up just so it could be a tiny little commercial.
Right, that'd be boring, but definitely a WWE move.
Yeah, because they think they think their shit don't stink. So
Yeah, welcome to the IWC.
Yeah.
And then we had an impromptu Sheamus versus JD McDonough match, which, honestly, that was one of the best JD performances I've seen.
Get 2 Irishmen in there, see what works. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be pretty good.
Oh, yeah. And honestly, one of my favorite parts of the night, the fact that we had the women's tag titles main event.
I do like that. Real quick,
However-
before we move on to that, though, I want to talk about JD.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I mean, just like you said, I mean, that was just a great performance from him. I think we've seen a lot of great performances from him, but seeing him on his own like that was great. Crandon here in the comments says JD might be the best seller in the business. He's pretty high up there. Like, he can work. Like, he really is a little Finn Balor. Like, I think that's perfect. And I could see after the Judgment Day, like, Dom's already broken out. Finn Balor is who Finn Balor is. Like, he can be a main eventer anytime you want to make him one. But I think JD is going to be, like, the real breakout star of the group, like, once they break up.
And honestly, like, I've gained a lot of respect for JD after he finished that match after
Yes.
that terrifying injury.
The
Was it
rib
late last
puncture
year?
or the lung puncture?
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
I
Oh,
could-
yeah, he's a workhorse. He's Finn Balor.
Like, I've gained a lot of respect for that dude after that.
Right.
Because whenever I first seen that happen, I was like, oh, God, he's either done or he's going to be out for a long time.
And he was back pretty shortly after that.
Yeah, I think he came back, like a month or two later?
Yeah, not long at all.
Granted, says fans love chanting at JD. He's just never spotlighted enough to be chanted at. Exactly. It's the thing of, like, it's a rinse and repeat of the same few people over and over getting the limelight. But then they bring people out that doesn't really get that opportunity a lot, and the reception is great.
Kind of like Kiana James.
Like Kiana James, like JD McDonough.
Right.
And I hope this kind of leads up to a Sheamus and Finn match next week.
Because that'd also be great.
That would be... Oh. Cuz says, I'm sorry, but I hate Finn being in a tag team. I wish the... I've said this, I think, on every episode. The Judgment Day.
ooh, did you know what they could do?
What's
They
that?
could do Sheamus versus JD McDonough versus Finn Balor and call it the Irish Jig Street Fight.
No, WWE, they would do exactly that.
And it doesn't mean anything.
Match.
It doesn't mean
definitely-
anything like the Australian Street Fight. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a title.
It never means anything. Or the Cranny Brook match. Yeah, no, that never means anything.
That might be the most Sheamus gimmick match name I've ever heard. Yeah, the old-fashioned Donnybrook.
That's the word.
However, they haven't had a bad one, though. Those
Oh,
Donnybrook matches have been actually very good. Like Sheamus's match with Butch or Pete Dunne, whichever one you'd call him.
God, I love Pete Dunne.
Ooh, what if they call it the fella Street Fight?
Fella fight.
The Irish Jig, Fella,
Street fight.
Donnybrook, Irish, Red, Orange, Fella, street fight match.
You have to put Guinness in there because they're probably going to get sponsored.
Exactly.
Just a bunch of words.
It's going to be a Guinness, Donnybrook, whatever. But no, before we go into the main event and talk too much on that, I think it's about time that Braden and I get our brains racked a little bit.
Yes, sir.
Woo woo!
What you got for us this week, Hannah?
Well, just like usual, I got a quiz. So,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my segment. It's called Hannah Quizzes Braden and Rambo. I gotta come up with a better tagline, but that's all I got so far. So this week I got something that's a little bit challenging, but not too challenging because I don't want to make you guys overthink. But
Yeah, because that's a bad thing. I hate thinking.
I want us to be able to kind of poke fun at Dave Meltzer a little bit.
Oh, fuck
So, I have a guess which match had the higher star rating quiz.
Ooh, I like that.
So earlier today, because I was a little bit busy this week, so this was kind of last minute, I had to do it this morning. I went online and I went to a reputable wrestling website that gave me the star ratings of a bunch of random matches that I came up with in my head. And what you two are going to do is I'm going to give you two matches. And I have 10 of them here. Not 10 matches, but I have 10 different rows. So it's like 20 matches altogether. I'm going to give you the match. And you both have to give me the star rating. And whoever is closest to that or gets it completely right wins the point. So basically you have to guess which match you think was higher, but then you also have to give me what you think the star rating was. And whoever can give me the right answer when it comes to the match and gives me the star rating, that gives you 2 points. So kind of like with the quiz one, with the lyric one, you have an opportunity to get 2 points per question.
Got
You guys
it.
understand what I'm trying to ask?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So if you guys have to get like a piece of paper and a pen out, go ahead. But
All right, Rambo. Do you want to like buzz in to like see who guesses it first, or do you want to both guess and Hannah just gives a point to whoever's right?
Let's both guess because I feel like the buzzing in would be kind of difficult.
Yeah. Okay.
well, I'll go back and forth. So each question I'll ask a certain person first. So I'll just kind of go back and forth between you guys.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So are you guys ready for guess the star rating first question?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. All right. So which one had the bit higher star rating? We got John Cena versus Shawn Michaels from Raw, April 23rd, 2007. Or John Cena versus Kevin Owens from Elimination Chamber 2015.
Ooh. God, this is so hard with Meltzer because looking at these, I know which one should be rated higher, but it's also Meltzer.
So you guys aren't thinking like typical wrestling fans. You guys have to get in the head of Dave
Right.
Meltzer.
Exactly, which is a scary thing to do.
So realistically, I have to pick the worst match to be the worst match of the two.
In most cases, yeah. But so are we guessing the star rating for the match we think is higher?
So you're guessing which match you think is higher, but then you also have to give me what you think the star rating was. So if you get like the match right but the star rating wrong, then you get like 1 point. But then I can ask, like if, like for example, if you pick the right match but you get the star rating wrong, then Rambo can earn a point by getting the star rating right.
Gotcha.
So it kind of could be like an opposite thing. But I'm going to give each of you a chance to get which match you think was higher, and the star rating. But there's kind of like a redemption because like if you get the star rating wrong, then I'm going to give Rambo an opportunity to get the star rating right. And it's the same thing. Like if Rambo got the match right, but the star rating wrong, then that gives you, Braden, an opportunity to get the star rating right.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna start with our main host, Rambo. Who do you got?
I'm gonna go Cena and Shawn. And let's go 4.5.
Okay, Braden. What do you got?
Again, this is not my opinion. It's just a Meltzer thing. I'm gonna guess Cena Owens 4-star.
Okay, so Braden, you do get 1 point. It was John Cena versus Kevin Owens.
God damn it, Meltzer.
And the star rating between both was John and Shawn got a 4.25, and John and Kevin Owens got a 4.5. So there's that one.
4.5. It was a good match for sure.
So right now Braden has 1 point so far. All right, the second match. The second match lineup, sorry. John Cena versus Edge, Backlash 2009, or John Cena versus AJ Styles, Royal Rumble 2017. I'll give you a couple of seconds, and then we're going to start with Braden.
It's weird.
Okay.
It's hard to think like Meltzer.
I got mine.
All right, Braden, go ahead.
So this one, I mean, it's close for my personal opinion, but I'm gonna also guess my personal opinion. I think it's Cena Styles, and I think he rated it a 4.5.
Rambo, what's yours?
I'm gonna go ahead and do Cena and Styles. I'm gonna just go with a straight 4 because I feel like I need to judge it by my expectations and his, which is what I expect it to be, but lower.
Fair.
Okay. So each of you both get 1 point because you guys got the match right.
Hey.
But the star ratings was John Cena versus Edge at Backlash got a 4.5, and John Cena and AJ Styles got a 4.75.
Ooh.
So you both get at least 1 point for getting the match right.
What's
Is that
funny
a
is that was
Meltzer
my
W?
What's funny is that was my first guess was 4.75. I was like, no, I'm guessing way too high.
Right. Like rare Meltzer W there.
All right. The third row. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay. Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk, SummerSlam 2009, or Matt Hardy versus Edge, Unforgiven 2005. And that was the steel cage match, in case you guys are wondering.
Say the second one again. Who was it?
Matt Hardy versus Edge, Unforgiven 2005. And that was the steel cage match. Because they faced a lot in 05, and I just want to make sure you guys understand which match I'm talking about.
Oh, shit.
So we got two very heated rivalries here.
Right.
And both involving a Hardy brother. Because apparently Matt Hardy can slap a tornado and dry up a sea. That took Rambo a second, didn't it?
No, I'm just in my head thinking like, damn.
All right, Rambo, you want to give it a shot?
I guess.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna go Jeff and Punk.
And what do you think this?
Give me 4.25.
Braden?
I'm also going Punk Hardy. I do think it's a better match, but also I don't think Meltzer would respect the Matt Hardy edge. I'm just going to go straight 4.
Rambo got 2 points. He got both of them
Damn,
right.
Rambo.
Holy
4.25 and Jeff, 4.25 and. But Braden also got a point for getting it right, so you guys are tied so far.
I didn't expect that at all, if I'm being completely
And
honest.
Matt Hardy versus Edge, it got a 1 star.
What? The steel cage one?
Yes.
God damn it, Meltzer.
I feel like Crandon in the comments going to crash out if that wasn't the better one.
Yeah, Dave Meltzer gave it a 1 star out of 5.
God, he had me rooting for him with the Cena Styles 4.75.
But it was such a good match. I loved it. I don't know what Dave Meltzer is thinking.
Maybe because it wasn't entirely kayfabe.
That's just a question you don't want the answer to. What is Dave Meltzer thinking?
Apparently. All right, next
That
one.
asshole.
All right, next one. Number 4. Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker WrestleMania 25. Or Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle WrestleMania 21.
I got it.
Ooh.
And we're starting with Braden this round, and I'll give Braden a couple of seconds.
Go ahead.
So I love both of these matches. Obviously, HBK versus Taker, both of them are just phenomenal. I'm going to hope Meltzer picked that one. I don't think he rated it 5 stars. I don't think. So I'm going to go as close as you can get. I'm going to guess 4.75.
What match did you pick?
HBK Taker.
And what was your star rating? I'm sorry.
4.75.
All right, Rambo, what do you got?
Give me Shawn and Taker 5.
Braden got both of them. 4.75, Shawn and Taker.
I didn't think he gave it the whole 5.
For some reason, I thought he
And
did.
then Rambo also gets a point because he got the match right. And then Braden gets 2 points. All right.
For some reason, I thought he did.
So Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker WrestleMania 25 got a 4.75, and Shawn Michaels versus Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 21 got a 4 star.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Yes, because that's my favorite match of 21, and it was phenomenal.
The fact that Kurt Angle does not have at least one 5-star match is absurd.
It's blasphemy. It's wrestling blasphemy. I mean, Braden, you agree Kurt Angle has many 5-star.
Yes, at least 10. At least.
All right, number 5. Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy, Hell in a Cell 2018.
Ooh.
Or Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell 2014.
Ooh.
And then this round belongs to Rambo whenever he's ready.
Hannah, good polls.
Oh, thank you. And I chose all these matches.
I am gonna. Shit. I'm gonna go with Ambrose and Rollins. And give me
Okay.
let me do straight 4.
Okay, Braden, what's yours?
I'm going to go Orton and Jeff because Ambrose and Seth had that weird, shitty ending. So I'm going to go... again, this is Meltzer's mind, though, so it could totally be a 5-star match in his books. But because of the shitty ending, I'm going to go Orton and Jeff, and I'm going to go 3.25.
Braden, you get a point. It was Randy and Jeff Hardy.
Oh.
It was Randy Orton versus Jeff Hardy. Got a 3.75.
Oh.
Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins. Got a 1 point. Got a 1 star.
Good Meltzer take. I mean, before the ending, the match was good. I mean, get those two in there, it's good. Wasn't it like, what was it that was in the ring that was like weird?
The lantern with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, the lantern.
It also had a hologram of like a ghost girl.
Yeah.
And then a libertarian Kane came out and did a stick. Because remember he did the the fire, whatever it takes out of fire, whatever that's called. He blew that in his face.
Yes.
Like, and what's bad is like
fire extinguisher.
I was wanting to say Hardy and Randy, but I'm trying to think like Meltzer and think, okay, the opposite of what I would pick.
Right.
I think I love that match personally between Dean and Seth, but it didn't need what it had. It could have just ended with a clean finish.
Yeah, that was weird.
Because of the story they were telling, they should have just left it alone and not involved Kane or Bray Wyatt or the hologram with the ghost girl that Dean Ambrose in real life is scared of. And yeah, he's terrified of ghosts in real life, so. But anyway, I digress. All right, number 6. Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio, SummerSlam 2005. Or John Cena versus JBL, Judgment Day 2005, which was the I Quit match.
Ooh.
And remember the one at SummerSlam 2005 was the famous Custody of Dominic match. And Braden, this is your round to go first.
Okay, I'm ready. This is a solely Meltzer take, but just because Eddie versus Ray did have that stipulation, I feel like he wouldn't rate it that high, even though it is Eddie and Ray. So I'm gonna go Cena versus JBL 3.5.
Okay, you Rambo?
I am also gonna go with JBL and Cena. And I'm gonna just go a straight 3.
You both get 1 point. You got the match right.
Okay.
And then I'll give you the star ratings in a sec. So Eddie versus Ray got a 3.25. And JBL versus John Cena got a 4.25.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. So basically a whole star more for John and JBL. Which, by the way, that's a very underrated I Quit match, by the way.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah, it's solid.
Nobody ever talks about Judgment Day 05, and I think for a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view, it's one of the more underrated ones. Anyway, number 7. Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian, No Mercy, 1999, the Terry Invitational ladder match. And that was also the one that had the money. And then you got the Hardy Boys versus the Dudley Boys Royal Rumble 2000 table match.
Ooh.
2 very, very solid matches, and 2 I go back and rewatch often. And this is a Rambo's round to go first.
Let's do Hardys and Dudleys. And we'll go 4.25.
Braden?
I'm lost, so I'm gonna do Hardys versus Edge and Christian 4.25.
Braden gets a point. It was the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian match.
Hell yeah.
All right.
And the star ratings, the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian No Mercy got a 4.5.
Oof.
And Hardy Boys versus Dudley's at Royal Rumble got a 3.25.
Oh,
Damn.
what the hell?
Hey, this is Dave Meltzer, not me. All right.
I thought.
See how insane he is? You do know ball, he just doesn't.
Exactly.
Can you believe how insane that is? 3.25 versus a 4.50.
Yeah, his match ratings will always just be so stupid.
Anyway, number 8. Bret Hart versus Owen Hart, WrestleMania 10.
Ooh.
Or Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon, also WrestleMania 10. And this is Braden's round, so when you have a couple of seconds, you go first.
Okay. I might be totally wrong, but for some reason I remember Meltzer just hating the Bret Owen match. Could totally be wrong. Remember that just being a thing. So I'll go HBK Razor. I'll go 3.5.
Rambo?
I'm gonna go ahead and play devil's advocate and just go with Bret and Owen. And I'll just go 4. I might be totally wrong also.
Braden gets a point. It is Shawn Michaels versus Razor.
Okay.
And the star rating is Bret Hart versus Owen Hart, got a 4.75.
Oh, so I was wrong about that.
And Shawn Michaels versus Razor Ramon got a 5-star.
Oh shit.
So we got a 5-star match in this.
But
Wow.
Sean and Kurt didn't.
Yeah, Meltzer with good takes on those two somehow. Damn.
I still think Bret versus Owen should have been a 5-star, but
Oh,
I digress.
100%.
All right, number
Does
9.
Meltzer have a worm in his brain also?
Probably. Anyway, number 9. We have Kurt Angle versus The Undertaker, No Way Out 2006. Or we have CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Bad Blood 2024. And Rambo, this is your round to go first, whenever you're ready.
Both of them were absolute clinics. But let me do Drew and Punk and give me 5.
Okay, Braden, what's your guess?
Give me Drew and Punk as well. Love Taker Angle. Shit. But give me Drew and Punk. I don't think he gave it a 5, so I'm going 4.75.
Rambo gets 2 points. Braden, you get 1.
Damn.
Holy shit.
I didn't think he gave it the full 5.
So it is CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre got a 5-star, and Kurt Angle and The Undertaker got a 4-star.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't make this. I was in 3rd grade for the Kurt one, so don't hurt me. Anyway, are you guys ready?
Years old.
Please don't age me more than I already feel. Anyway, are you guys ready for the last one?
I sure am.
All right. Number 10. Edge versus Eddie Guerrero, the no DQ from SmackDown 2002. Or CM Punk versus John Cena, winner faces Rock at WrestleMania Raw 2013.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
And that was the one at Houston, and that was the last time a pile driver was ever allowed. After that, it got banned. Little known fact to our audience. And then the famous Eddie and Edge match had all those ladders, and then that's the first time Edge ever broke his neck.
Oh, this is hard.
Who's going to go first?
It is Braden. This is your round.
Okay, so Edge and Eddie's really good. I'm gonna go because he gave. Just trying to use Meltzer logic. If he gave Punk Cena the 5-star Money in the Bank as a wrestling match, I think that Raw match is maybe even better. Don't know if he rated it better, but I'm gonna go with Punk Cena 4.75.
Okay, Rambo, what's your guess?
I'm also gonna go 4.75, but I might lean more towards the Edge and Eddie match.
Okay, so this one was a trick question because both of you are wrong. Because both matches got the same star rating.
What was it?
Edge versus Eddie Guerrero and CM Punk versus John Cena both got a 4.5 star rating.
Damn.
So according to Dave Meltzer, CM Punk versus John Cena in 2013 was lesser than Money in the Bank.
I can see that just because of the story going into Money in the Bank, but match-wise, I think it was better.
So in a way, I kind of tricked you both because both of you had to get the star rating right.
Right.
In order to win any points. All right, so according to my calculations, Braden got 10 points and Rambo got 7. So Braden, you win.
Oh yeah.
Damn, I'm on a hot streak.
And this concludes Hannah's quiz of the week. And this also validates how I feel. Dave Meltzer doesn't know anything. And scene.
And if I could, for just a quick moment, surely he ain't gonna listen to this, but I've got something I've got to say towards Dave Meltzer.
Let him know.
You pencil-pushing keyboard warrior. You've been sitting behind that desk for decades, acting like your damn star ratings are the gospel of wrestling. But here's the truth. Your opinions don't mean a goddamn thing to those who's actually never stepped foot in the ring. And you have the nerve to sit there and tell the world what 5 stars, 4, what's just okay? Please, you wouldn't know greatness if it slapped you across the face and hit you with a fucking pile driver for good measure. While real wrestlers are out there bleeding, sweating, and giving every ounce of themselves for this business, you're hiding behind your keyboard, counting imaginary stars like some bitter old critic who's never made it past the barricade. You've made a career out of grading legends, but legends don't need your approval because at the end of the day, Dave Meltzer, your star system is just a joke. A broken, biased, out-of-touch joke.
Wow. And on top of all that, he really, really gets his rocks off for that Tokyo Dome.
I straight up just cut a heel promo on Dave Meltzer.
I was about to say, that's a wrestling promo, baby.
Yeah.
And
I thought my crash outs were legendary, but goddamn.
That's a wrestling promo, baby.
Anyway,
Anyway, I think that was one of our funner quizzes.
Oh, absolutely.
I like that one. That was really cool. Creative.
I didn't expect to cut a promo after that one, but after hearing some of these, I'm just like, you know what? I must.
I like some of the chat. Some of the chat is believing me that they're like, what's Dave Meltzer thinking?
Yeah.
Like Creighton, he's like, it's crazy that No Way Out ain't a 5-star. I agree.
Oh, buddy.
And how, Kurt Angle doesn't have a single 5-star match, but
Kenny Omega has 3 7-star matches.
Will Ospreay has 54 5-star matches.
That's nuts.
That's insane.
All right, I say we move to this main event before we all cash out.
The main event was one of the best breaths of fresh air that we could have. the women's tag title main eventing the flagship weekly show.
Awesome.
And this was like the best match and best segment of the show this entire night. And oh, look just who it happens to be. Women.
That's usually the key. They just refuse to go there.
WWE, get a clue and realize women are your programming. Women and CM Punk is what is driving your program right now.
We have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss taking on Bayley and Lyra Valkyria for the tag team titles. And if you would have asked me, back at the beginning of the year, if I would ever get over on a tag team between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, I'd say hell no.
Yes, I was gonna say that. More just anything Charlotte. Like, I respect Charlotte 100%, but we all know she's got the Roman Reigns treatment, women's wise.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm happy that I can enjoy Charlotte right now.
Yeah.
Because I respect the shit out of Charlotte. So I'm happy that I get to enjoy her work right now.
And she's becoming more of a tolerable character on TV.
Right.
Whereas before, anytime I heard Charlotte's music, I'm like, oh, God.
Exactly.
I'm not going to go back to that segment between her and Tiffany Stratton before WrestleMania because that was just awkward.
Right. And I love Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss, one of my favorites.
Alexa Bliss is one of my favorite modern-day women's wrestlers.
Oh, yeah. One of my... We'll get into it, but biggest crushes. I started with AJ. AJ was my, awakening. But then as I got more into the teenage years, Alexa Bliss came around. So, yeah, Alexa Bliss, definitely a big crush there.
AJ Lee is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen.
Chef's kiss.
And she doesn't need all that makeup that most of the girls do.
God knew what he was doing with her.
Yeah, for me, the moment I realized I swung both ways, so to speak, was the first time I saw Paige.
Oh, yeah.
That heavy metal goth look, got to me when I was a teenager, and, it was the first time I ever, quote-unquote, fantasized about the same sex, so there you go.
Super off topic, but we'll get into it. Growing up, my favorites were, the most attractive ones I thought were Kelly, Alexa Bliss, the blonde ones, because that was my type in real life. And then I found Paige, and I'm like, Paige. In my real life, I dated a lot of blondes, a lot of rich girl blondes, and then I ended up with a more goth aesthetic woman.
Yeah, I was about to say, if you and I went to high school together, you would not have liked me because I was a tomboy who dyed her hair black. So you would have not liked me at all.
I'm not going to go into how I was in high school because if I can go back in time, I would bully the shit out of that kid.
Me too.
But for me, the ones I always found the most attractive were kind of like the tomboy girls that I could just hang out with. So for me, it was AJ, it was Paige. Even though she was just a broadcaster, I had a thing for Renee Young.
Oh, yeah.
She just has it going on. And I liked, when I was younger, Melina, Maria Kanellis at one point. It's just kind of more of the edgier. Even Alexa Bliss, I will agree with Alexa Bliss. So, and Bayley at times. I don't know. It's just the more tomboy type girls that you could. To me, the ones I feel that I can go to, a rock concert with, and just hang, and maybe go to a barbecue and grab a pulled pork, that type of vibe is more of my thing. And I always found that with girls like Paige and Renee and AJ. So that was always my type.
Paige was definitely it for me on a music standpoint.
Oh, yeah.
But, she had to go and get with Ronnie Radke from Falling in Reverse, but, I digress. That sack of shit.
And it's also, it's so weird that the girls I'm into kind of parallel the male wrestlers I've always liked. because the three biggest crushes I ever had were CM Punk, Jeff Hardy, and Dean Ambrose. And the common denominator is they're this like rugged looking bad boys who look like they belong playing lead guitar for the band Sum 41. Like that's always kind of been my thing. Somebody to like a little more rough around the edges, a little bit more rugged, not so clean cut, but keeps himself put together in a way. Kind of like the ones that kind of look dirty, but not like hygiene dirty.
Yeah.
Because I've never been into like the clean cut wrestlers, like a guy that looks like Cody and John, even though they're attractive and handsome. I wasn't like falling all over them. I wasn't like watching my TV and just being like, oh my gosh. No, it had to be more. It had to be the grittier wrestlers, and even Shawn Michaels was a guy I was into. I think the closest to clean cut I ever had a crush on was Dave Bautista.
That's a good take.
And he's edgy in a way because he had the tattoos.
Oh yeah.
True. All right, before we stray too much into crushes.
And that's our segment of.
Yes, that's
who we have a crush on in wrestling.
I'm gonna out myself real quick. We were talking about who we were in high school.
Go ahead.
I was this very right-wing conservative Christian kid.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
That is the exact opposite of what I am now. But growing up, that's what I thought, growing up in a very conservative household, I was like, oh, that's what I have to be, right? And then I got older, I was like, hey, Metallica's pretty fucking cool.
Hey, Creighton, hold on. I want to read this comment. Wait till you guys hear Hannah's fantasy about Taker circa Ministry. Oh my God. No, that's my favorite version of The Undertaker, but I had a crush on American Badass Undertaker. Like when he started riding the bike.
But
fair enough.
But Rambo, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just wanted to read that.
No, you're good. I just had to out myself real quick. But going into this tag team match, it's like, man, why don't we have this more often?
Right.
And with Charlotte and Alexa being the tag champions, that's the most that they've been featured this year. Like the titles, probably since its conception.
Yeah.
Because it's two main names that is well known in the wrestling community. And they're entertaining as hell.
Oh, yeah. This kind of reminds me of initially when they put Paige and AJ together on camera, kind of like the frenemies.
That's a good comparison.
But then this is also giving me Daniel Bryan and Kane vibes in a lot of ways.
That's the comparison, I think.
At first, I
Charlotte
thought they were gonna have to bring in Dr. Shelby.
Yeah. Charlotte is Kane and Alexa's Bryan in this situation.
Not necessarily because of the size difference, but
just because of the attitudes and everything. But it just reminds me of like when they put those two teams together.
Right. But the match
Team
itself.
Charlotte and Alexa is just great value. Team Hell No.
But I'm glad they didn't do like when Alexa came back, do what everybody thought, and just put her in the Wyatt Six, and then have her really do nothing. I'm glad that they put her with Charlotte and did something different, and I'm glad they're not constantly putting Charlotte in like that nepo baby part where they're like it's literally like, oh, she's always fighting for the world title. I'm kind of glad that they put her in a different part of the card. And I get like now, because she's not in the world title picture, like Charlotte's now getting cheered.
Oh yeah.
Like when she came back and won the Royal Rumble and she, had that match with Tiffany, like all the promos leading up to WrestleMania, she was getting booed out of the building because they were like, oh, this again. But then when they like started, digressing and then kind of just like keeping her away from the world title picture after she lost to Tiffany at WrestleMania, which was the right call. she's become a lot more likable, and I actually can tolerate her being on my screen.
I agree. I'm just very happy that I can. Just to reiterate that again, like I want to like Charlotte, so I'm glad we're able to do that.
That's my main thing is like I've always wanted to like Charlotte, but the way that she was shoved down everybody's throat, I couldn't get behind.
Right. Like it was Roman Reigns 2015 is what it felt like.
But overall, like this episode of Monday Night Raw was mid.
Yeah, it was not that great.
Right. With the bright spot being that main event match and the Kabuki Warriors interrupting at the end. Like I like that we're getting the spotlight on the women's tag team division.
Yes, because that's what we've needed all along. Is if they were given a chance with the right title holders, it would be great.
Right.
That's just what they were missing is they were just throwing the belts on random tag teams and like seeing if it's gonna work and not really trying to make it work. But now that we're having on two established stars and they're being showcased not just on Raw but on SmackDown and even on NXT, that is really, really helping out.
Agreed.
But overall, what did y'all like? How would y'all rate this episode of Monday Night Raw?
1.
I'll be a little more gracious. I'll give it like a 2
What?
to 2.5 range.
Was that funny or?
I mean, it's valid. It's a valid take.
Just the
Hey,
I didn't even think about it. Just one.
1.
Hey, I am. When I make up my mind, I stick to it.
That's good.
And now,
And usually, if you actually notice this about how the human brain works, like your split-second decision is what you truly feel. So, when you don't have time to actually analyze it, the one I'm just sticking with it. It could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot better build up to Saturday night's main event. I'm sorry they didn't do a good job with it, especially it being the Monday Night Raw before. I hope SmackDown's better, but I don't think it will. And they just could have done a lot more with this. And I feel like the only good part of it was the main event. And again, women prove that they can make a main event 10 times better.
absolutely, I would probably give this one a 4.
If it would have ended with like some form of the Vision, I would have given it a 0.
You give it a what, Rambo?
A 4.
Out of 5?
Oh no, I thought we were doing out of 10. My bad. Oh,
It's out of 5.
okay. Yeah, no.
Gotcha.
Sorry, my bad.
Okay. Good.
I'm gonna go 2.5
Yeah. 2.5.
because it wasn't the worst Raw I've seen, but it is far from the best.
Right. Especially when we're on a decent streak of decent Raws.
And then here in just a second, we are going to go into our final segment of the show, where I have Braden and Hannah guess the pay-per-view based off of the card.
What?
She had stepped away for just a second, but whenever she gets back, we'll get that going. I have 6 matches lined up, and I have a 7th one just as like a tiebreaker. And
You said how many? I'm sorry.
6.
Gotcha.
6 with not like really long cards.
Okay.
But basically, I will list off the card. With these, I won't give out any stipulations because that could be a giveaway. And so I'll list off the matches, and then from there, we'll see who guesses it. And again, if we get through all 6 and the points are tied, I have one more set up as a tiebreaker. My friends, are we ready?
I just hope I don't get demolished like last week.
I hope Hannah gets demolished again.
Oh, thank you, Braden. Way to look out for your home, girl. Jeez.
Well, against anyone else, I wouldn't want you to, but
Well, I was gonna have sportsmanlike conduct, but
No, I said, are you ready?
no, I'm ready.
I'd get loud, but I have a sleeping child, and I would rather do anything else than wake him up.
as do I.
All right, 1, 2. Is this on?
All right. We have
Are you ready? Dun, dun.
Seth Rollins versus The Miz for the IC title.
Extreme Rules 2019.
Nope.
Backlash 2018.
Holy shit, yes.
Damn, Hannah. Hannah didn't come to play.
Holy shit.
I can slap a tornado. I can dry up a sea, yeah. I can juke in place. 'Cause I'm version 1 with me.
All right.
There you guys go. I serenaded you.
Well, if it's like this, then this game ain't gonna last very long.
Yeah, Hannah's not fucking around.
All right.
You can still whoop my ass, Braden, still, but
I'm working on it.
All right, we've got a tag team. For this next one, we have a tag team match between the Dudley Boys versus the team of Rodney Mack and Christopher Nowinski.
Holy shit.
Survivor Series 2002.
No.
Ooh, Hannah, I swear to God, you got that.
Fun fact.
Armageddon 2002.
No. Fun fact, I was actually in a triple threat match with Rodney Mack.
Oh, shit.
God. Christopher Nowinski. That was that Harvard character. That should be 2002 somewhere.
Not 2002.
Damn it, really?
He's the concussion and CTE guy.
Yeah. Chris Jericho interviewed him on his Talk is Jericho podcast like years ago. But I digress. Next match. I have no idea.
We have Kane and Rob Van Dam versus Rene Dupree and Sylvain Grenier. I think that's how you say his last name.
Grenier.
Grenier. Whoops.
Is this Bad Blood 03?
Yes, it is.
Damn. Whew. 0-2, all right. Time to cook.
It's because I remember Lillian kind of messing up. I can hear it in my head. I remember Lillian messing up the like the law resistance part. She called it like Lou resistance instead of law resistance.
It makes me think of whenever she came back last year and she was announcing a match for the number one contendership and she said container.
The number one container match. I feel bad for her. But remember, she hadn't announced in a long time, so.
Yeah, what was that, Braden?
I don't know. I think I was just going to say I love Lillian Garcia.
Oh, yeah.
I think that was all.
All right, next one. It is 2-0 right now.
Yeah, I know.
We have Evan Bourne versus Jack Swagger. If you get it off this first one, I'm ending this live right now.
Oh, wow.
Bragging rights 2010.
No.
Okay. That was just a shot in the dark.
Capital Punishment 2011?
Are you fucking serious?
No way.
I just remember that being a god-awful pay-per-view that I watched it for fun 2 weeks ago.
Are you serious?
All right, I'm shooting for the tie. Shooting for the tiebreaker.
I'm so sorry.
Damn it.
Nah, own it, Hannah. Own it. You're crushing it.
I just wanted to laugh at something bad.
Oh, we can't end it yet, Crandon. I gotta win. It's my birthday, goddammit.
Kick a man while he's down, won't you?
Who the F remembers this? Well, apparently me, so.
Hannah. I would have gotten there. 2011 is my soft spot. I could have gotten there. But damn, Hannah, damn.
I'm sorry. You can still tie me.
I know. I'm gonna do it for sure.
We're not. This is like the second quarter of a football game. I'm not getting my hopes up yet.
Oh yeah, I got it. Don't worry.
I'm not going to be the Denver Broncos.
All right. Jesus.
As a Seahawks fan, if you know, you know.
We've got the Great Khali versus John Cena.
Hannah's about to get this shit.
I don't remember them wrestling at a pay-per-view.
And as the opener?
It's not a pay-per-view anymore, but it was back then.
Well, like that narrows it down.
You're welcome.
I don't remember them wrestling, so Braden can still get this.
Okay, so Braden, now you have a chance. The first match is out of the way.
Okay. All right.
We have Mark Henry versus Bobby Lashley.
Is this December to Dismember 2006?
It is not.
I think I forget. I want to get another match before I guess, but I don't know if I trust Hannah. Okay, go ahead. One more match.
All right, we have a tag team match between Edge and MVP versus Batista and Chris Benoit.
Oh God,
I
can
want
see
to guess this year because of the year, but was it before the thing that happened that year?
I can see this in my head. I just can't put a pay-per-view to it. But I remember that match. But because
I'm between two pay-per-views.
this has to have been after ECW came back in 06.
Judgment Day 2007?
It is not.
Backlash 2007.
No.
What?
Vengeance.
Those are my two.
Batista and Benoit. And Bobby Lashley and Mark Henry.
Don't forget Cena and Khali.
I have no idea now. I'm confused.
All right. We have the Boogeyman and Little Boogeyman versus Finley and Hornswoggle.
What the fuck?
Oh, just wait until I get to the main event.
Is this One Night Stand 2007?
It is not.
One Night Stand 2006?
No. But like I said, this is not considered a PLE now, but it was in this era.
Cyber Sunday 2007?
No.
Saturday Night's Main Event 2007?
That's it.
Oh.
See, you got a point.
I got one! Guys, I got one!
Do you want to know what the main event was for Saturday Night's Main Event 2007?
What's that?
A 6-man tag match between Umaga, Viscera, and Kevin Thorne
Holy shit.
versus Doink the Clown, Eugene, and Kane.
What the fuck?
Dude, I would have rather just had Khali and John Cena.
Who won that match?
That was Kane, Eugene, and Doink the Clown.
No way. Fucking Eugene. Alright, I got a point. I'm on a roll, ready to sweep from here.
Okay.
The fact that that was the main event.
That's nuts.
Well, see, I don't think of Saturday Night's Main Event as a PLE. I just think of it as like a network special, so I wasn't even thinking Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah, at that point, it was a network special, so somewhat. But if I remember correctly, then you still had to buy Saturday Night's Main Event.
Not if you had NBC. I was able to watch it for free back then, as long as you had the cable package that had NBC.
Dang.
I don't remember how all that shit was set up.
Neither of us 4.
All right.
And it used to be an hour. That's why there was only 4 matches.
Right.
It was always on between 8 to 9 on NBC on obviously Saturday, but I remember back then.
And the Bobby Lashley and Mark Henry match, that was an arm wrestling match.
God damn.
Anyway, let's go to the next one, shall we?
Anyway.
We have a match between Dolph Ziggler and the Great Khali.
Jesus. Alright, that gives me my years.
Meltzer probably labeled this a 5-star too.
You fucking love the shit out of this match. Ziggler versus Khali.
God, that must have been early in Ziggler's career.
Right.
That must have been during his time where he was like, "Hi, I'm Dolph Ziggler."
Or with the black buzz cut.
Are you ready for the next one?
Yeah.
John Cena versus The Miz.
Hey. Know the year.
Was this? This is like, this may be a deep cut, but this wasn't the Bash in 09, was it?
It was.
Oh my god, I was getting there.
Great American Bash 2009.
I was gonna say 2011. God damn it.
Happy birthday, Braden.
Oh, happy birthday to me. I still beat Rambo, it's alright. Alright, just read the other 2.
Crandon says that's the only Ziggler and Khali pay-per-view match.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Surely they didn't repeat that.
Well, it's because Khali wasn't in WWE. Well, he was in WWE until I think 12, but then the only way he would face Dolph Ziggler is early on because Khali became a babyface in 2010, where he became the Punjabi Playboy. So I had to have thought that this was around when Dolph Ziggler debuted, and he debuted around 08, and he was his girlfriend was Maria when he debuted. So I was thinking of early Dolph Ziggler. So I was also going with Saturday night's main event and thinking the colors, and I'm just gonna go to the Bash because that's another deep cut. It was just my mind. That was the logic I was following.
And you know what's funny? Dolph won that.
Damn. Hannah, breathe.
I'm choking on water. What?
Breathe,
Dolph
Hannah,
Ziggler won
breathe.
that match.
Hey, can everybody still hear me in the chat? Can you hear my voice?
Yeah.
Okay. I got a notification, so okay.
But no, that's that.
How TF? How? I don't know.
It was a no disqualification match, so surely somebody
Oh, I'm sure.
helped him.
Just for the sake of it, can you do the last pay-per-view you had?
Yeah.
I want to try to see if Braden can get 2 at least.
She's doing this one for you, buddy.
Thanks, Hannah.
I mean, I'm still gonna come to play, like the Miz, but I just because I'm such a nice person.
That means Braden, you're screwed.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, we have Rusev versus Big Cass.
Great Balls of Fire 2018.
Nope.
Wasn't there only one Great Balls of Fire?
Was that not? Oh, 2017.
Thankfully,
2016?
there has only been one.
Was it 17, 18, 16?
It was 17. Remember, I got that one the last time.
Oh, right, okay. I'm just throwing shit at a wall right now, guys.
Oh.
I just throw shit at a wall.
All right. The next match is a tag team match between the New Day and Cesaro and Sheamus.
Oh, that match happened a lot. TLC 2017.
No.
Survivor Series 2017.
No.
Okay, I'm done. Continue.
Braden, I feel like Shawn Michaels is your spirit animal sometimes.
I feel that way too.
Like, I totally think you would have been Shawn in DX in 2006.
I feel like
God, that's the biggest compliment you can give me.
Okay, I'll be your Triple H.
I did not have intercourse with that intern. In fact, or I did not sleep with that intern. In fact, we were up
all night.
All right, go ahead.
We have a triple threat match between Rich Swann, the Brian Kendrick, and T.J. Perkins.
Okay, so the year for sure.
Is this like Fastlane 2017?
It is not.
So it's got to be one of those. It's got to be one of those terrible pay-per-views.
It low-key kind of was.
Roadblock 2017.
No.
Battleground 2017.
No.
Okay, keep reading. We're getting too close.
Well, what else happened that year? I don't know.
Not much. This will really narrow it down for y'all. Kevin Owens versus Roman Reigns.
Royal Rumble 2017.
No.
TLC 2017.
Nope.
TLC 2016.
Nope.
Survivor Series 2016.
Nope.
Roadblock 2016.
It is.
See, you got the point, dude.
It was Roadblock End of the Line 2016.
I was about to say that. You didn't let me finish because there were 2 roadblocks, so you have to be specific on which one, and it was End of the Line.
I'm meaning actual pay-per-view. I wasn't going to go with that network special.
I want to say
really? Because Saturday night's main event wasn't a network special. Ooh.
I don't know.
All right, congratulations, Anna.
I still won, but
Braden's gonna go cry now.
I have a point because there were 2 roadblocks that year, so we needed to be specific.
Oh my goodness.
Braden's gonna jump off here and just be like, you know what? Fuck these guys.
It's gonna be the worst birthday ever.
And it just
I have a broken foot, and Hannah beat me 5-1.
No, I beat you 4-2.
Well, technically, there was a different roadblock.
Well, yeah, but he didn't. But he didn't let me say it. And
he's like, you could have just let me had my moment.
Sweet chin music.
Well, yeah, but I'm gonna dip under. I'm gonna counter that, and I'm gonna give you the pedigree.
Fine, Anna, pin me on my birthday. Go ahead.
No, I won't do that. I'm
Yeah,
actually
man, with
nice.
a broken foot.
With my broken foot.
By the way, what was your tiebreaker?
It was Armageddon 2002.
Oh, great. So Hannah would have won that, probably.
Yeah, I would have gotten that one because if he would have said a couple of matches off that, I would have, yeah.
It's okay. I almost put Crown Jewel 2019.
That would have probably got.
I would have never have gotten that because 2019 was a year that I was barely watching wrestling.
Same, but I just know it was really bad. So once I heard one bad match, I would have gotten it.
So for the sake of Braden, I might choose 2019. I'm just kidding.
Right.
But hold on because I'm not afraid of singing because I was in choir for 4 years. I'm gonna do something for you, Braden. Ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Braden. Happy birthday to you.
Hannah, that makes up for everything. Thank you.
God, I miss choir so much.
And that is going to wrap everything up for this week's episode of Squared Circle Sessions. We broke down SmackDown, Raw, had some fun. Braden got the shit beat out of him on his birthday.
By who? Come
By
on.
Hannah.
And come on, I'm the heel here.
It's
Give
okay.
me the John Cena thing.
It's
Who
okay.
beat him? Who's the greatest of all time?
Hey, he beat me too. So I might
You
actually
did-
be the.
So in
Loser
hindsight,
in
we're
this
both better
situation.
than Rambo.
Yeah.
That's the consensus.
So did you and I just turn heel on Rambo?
I think that's the bottom line. Yeah.
We can't
Okay.
forget about my heel promo that I cut on Dave Meltzer.
No.
Make sure that you follow Squared Circle Sessions on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. That way you do not miss a single episode. But until
But
then...
but remember, I'm the last real champion.
As of now, Hannah is the reigning champion. Yes.
No,
have
I'm
to
the
get-
last real
we're
champion.
gonna have to
I'm
get a
taking the
belt
title and
made.
leaving.
Oh, all right.
We're going to have to get a belt made for this.
Alrighty.
But
Thank you for listening.
until then, we'll see y'all next week when we come back for more. Because then next week, we have Saturday night's main event to include. And I have every reason to believe that this might be the best Saturday night's main event that we've had since its return. And
Yeah,
it's
We'll
a very
see.
low bar.
It's a very low bar.
But I appreciate every one of y'all. And we'll see y'all next time.
Bye, guys.
Goodbye.
And that's going to do it for this week's episode of Squared Circle Sessions. Again, big thank you to Counting Cards for the song Aria. To Hannah for the quiz and the Braden for the AJ Styles fantasy booking. And hey, happy birthday, Braden. If you enjoyed the show, make sure you follow and subscribe. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And don't forget, we go live on TikTok every week. Thanks for hanging out with us. And remember, all roads lead to the main event.